Is Kim Kardashian a better lawyer than you? I'm actually not even sure if Kim Kardashian is a lawyer. I think she's a lawyer, but let's say for the purpose of this video that she is a lawyer. Is she a better lawyer than you? Probably not, right? But let's say that she decided to open up an office right next door to yours. Same building as you, right? Same practice area as you, same building as you. Now, you're probably a better lawyer than her, right? Like, we probably don't have to debate that. But let me ask you this question. Who do you think would get more clients for their law firm? Kim Kardashian, attorney at law, or your law firm? Who do you think would get more clients? I think you know the answer. The answer is Kim Kardashian, of course. Right. Because there's a secret to life that a lot of people, I think they know, but they don't realize that they know this secret. And the secret is that you get paid more for who you are than what you do. I'll say that again. In life, you always get paid more for who you are than what you do. And here's what's interesting. The more that you get paid for who you are versus what you do, the more you're paid, right? So there's different levels of how people perceive individuals, and these levels depend exactly where you get paid. Now, what's interesting is that the highest paid people are not the most talented people. They're not the most experienced people. They're not the people that are going to deliver the best results, but they are the people that are getting paid for a very specific reason. That's because of who they are and not what they do. So let's go lowest level to highest level categories of people, and I will tell you kind of, how you can climb this ladder, right? So the lowest paid people are the generalists. Now, the generalists are going to be your lawyers, right? What I mean by lawyers is we do everything. We do a little bit of estate planning. We do some personal injury. We do some criminal defense. We do family law, but we don't really specialize in anything. I call this door law. You'll take anything that walks in the door, right? Now, generalists are the lowest viewed on the totem pole because you kind of do everything. You don't really specialize in anything. And as a result, you typically get paid the least, right? You're also viewed as not really the best option, right? If I have a DUI, for example, I don't want to go to someone that also does estate planning and also does family law. I want to go to a DUI specialist, which brings us to our second level, which is specialist. So the lowest level is generalist. The second level is going to be specialist. Now, specialist is someone that's specializes in a specific practice area. So for example, someone who only practices criminal defense, or someone who only practices family law, or someone who only practices personal injury. Those are going to be your specialists, right? And the reason that the specialists get paid more than the generalists is because people believe that if you focus all of your time and energy on one specific thing, then you're probably better at that one specific thing. Everyone's heard the phrase, jack of all trades, master of none. That's where this comes in. And for the most part, it's usually true, not 100% of the time, but usually it is the case. If you focus all of your time and effort and attention on thinking about DUI, you're probably going to be a better DUI attorney than someone that spends 25% of their time on DUI, 25% of their time on white collar crime, 25% of their time on drug charges, and 25% of their time on assault and battery, right? It's just what it is. So specialists get paid more than generalists. Now, people who get paid more than specialists are going to be certified specialists. Now, these are the people that are not only specialists, but they're also certified. So for example, a lot of bar associations will say, I'm board certified in trial law, or I'm board certified in family law, or whatever it is, right? So this is where you're a board certified type of person, where you not only specialize in a specific thing, but you also have an official certification from an official organization that gives you the credibility that, yes, not only do I say I'm an expert, not only do I only focus on this, but here's this outside organization that has standards that they have put me through that had I not passed these rigorous standards that they have, I could not call myself a certified specialist, right? So you got generalists, you got specialists, and then you've got a certified specialist. Now, typically what's going to happen is, in terms of skill set, the specialists are typically going to be a little better than the generalists, and the certified specialists, in terms of skill set, are probably going to be better than just the specialists because they have all of these certifications and they have to pass rigorous, qualifications. Now, not always, but a lot of times, right? And that's where things get weird, right? Because generalists do not make as much money as specialists, and specialists do not make as much money as certified specialists. So you have a income scale that is kind of climbing, going up like this, and you also have a talent scale which usually is going to be following income. Now, this is where things get weird. The next level above certified specialist, and this is, remember, what we're talking about here is we're talking about the lowest to the highest paid, not the lowest to the highest talent, right? Because what's going to happen now in the fourth level is going to be your expert authority. Now, your expert authority is going to be a criminal defense attorney who's written a book, a family law attorney who's written a book. I used to work with a immigration attorney. And this immigration attorney, he was a specialist. He focused only on immigration. He wasn't certified in anything, but he wrote the book on immigration that was very, very widely used. Everybody regarded him as the expert authority because he wrote a book, right? Now, you can get other forms of expert authority. Maybe you appear on the news. Maybe you're a lot of different places. Maybe you're on, YouTube and you have a YouTube channel. Whatever it is, you are viewed as an expert authority in your field, but you're not a certified specialist. You might not even be a specialist. Now, here's what's interesting. The expert authority will typically make more money than the certified specialist, more money than the specialist, and more money than the generalist. But here's the interesting thing. They're usually not more talented than the certified specialist. So if you look at the income scale, the income is going to keep going up, keep going up, keep going up with with expert authority being the highest. However, if you look at the talent scale and who's actually, now this is a general statement, this isn't 100% of the time, but a lot of times what happens is you see the talent level going generalist, specialist, certified specialist, and then it dips a little bit for expert authority. Typically, the certified specialists are going to be more talented and better at their job than the expert authority. However, the expert authority is going to make more money, going to get more clients. Why is that? It's because they are now starting to get paid for who they are rather than what they do. Now, as you continue going lowest to highest paid, the highest paid is going to be above an expert authority, and that is the celebrity. So think of your Johnny Cochrans, think of your Gloria Allreds, think of your Benjamin Crumps, think of your Jose Baez's, people that have now become a celebrity in their field. They are always going to make more than the generalist, more than the specialist, more than the certified specialist, more than the expert authority. Well, not more than the celebrity. They are the celebrity, right? And that's why Kim Kardashian will make more money as a lawyer than you will, because in life, you get paid more for who you are rather than what you do, right? So it's not something to get upset about. It's just something to accept, because once you become a celebrity, first of all, you've got the name recognition. So people are going to look at you and they're going to think, oh, because I know their name, I think that they're probably better. But you know what's interesting about the celebrity is that, remember, we talked about how the talent goes up, 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 but then once you get to expert authority, it dips down. Well, the expert authority and the celebrity are usually not going to be as talented as the certified specialist, right? Even though the celebrity could make 3, 4, 10, 15, 100 times more than the certified specialist, because you get paid for who you are, not for what you do, right? So how do we become at least an expert authority and potentially even a celebrity in our niche? Well, let me tell you, the easiest way that I've ever seen lawyers do this, and I've seen lawyers successfully do this over and over and over again. Now, first of all, I don't want you to confuse what I'm saying. Just because you're an expert authority doesn't mean that you suck at your job, right? It doesn't mean that you're not good at what you do. Even a celebrity attorney, I mean, even, Jose Baez, Johnny Cochran, Gloria Allred, Benjamin Crump, these are all talented attorneys, right? But are they absolutely the best, and proportionally, are they as good as they get paid? Probably not, right? You have to remember that there's no correlation with being good at your thing and getting paid for it. However, there is an absolute direct correlation with being good at marketing your thing and marketing yourself and getting paid for it. And that's why expert authority and celebrities get paid significantly more than your certified specialist, than your specialist, and definitely your generalist. So the easiest way that I have found for people to work their way to the expert authority level, and trust me, it's not hard, and I'm going to tell you why it's not hard in a second, is to create content on a regular basis that provides value. Now, I want you to remember two numbers. The first number is 21 and the second number is 37. And these two numbers are going to be the North Stars for you when you're creating a brand that's going to turn you into an expert authority, right? So let's talk about 21. What is 21? Whenever someone says that they're going to create content, and I think that creating content is the easiest way to make yourself an expert authority. I don't care if it's a podcast. I don't care if it's a blog. I don't care if it's YouTube videos. I don't care if it's TikTok videos. I don't care if it's Instagram videos, whatever it is, some sort of content that allows you to prove that you can help people by actually helping them, that type of content. Now, why do I say 21? Well, the reason is that of everyone that says they're going to create content, let's say that there's a bunch of people that say, I'm going to start filming videos to promote my law firm, right? 90% of the people that say they're going to create content, whether it's a podcast, whether it's a video, whether it's whatever it is, 90% of them will never get to the third version of the thing. So 90% of people will never get to the third video. Now, of the ones that get to that third video, 90% of them will never get to the 21st video. So what that means is that if you have 100 lawyers that say, I'm going to start creating content on a regular basis, I'm going to start helping people, and I'm going to start providing value, and I'm going to prove to my clients that I can help them by actually helping them. It's the oldest trick in the book. You have 100 attorneys that say they're going to do that. One will make it to episode 21. One will make it to that 21st video or that 21st podcast or that 21st blog post. So what does that mean? That means that you don't have to be the hardest working. You don't have to be the most talented. You don't have to be the smartest. You just have to not quit, right? And if you do that, then that is how you get on your way to becoming an expert authority, right? Now, I told you two numbers, number 21, right? So whenever I create anything, I always think in terms of 21 because I know that if I can get to the 21st thing, that I'm in top 1%. And then I'm going to do it again. I'm going to get to the next 21. And now I'm in the top 1% of the top 1%. And then do another 21. Now you're in the top 1% of the top 1% of the top 1%. Nobody can compete with you with that, right? Now, 37. What does the number 37 represent? 37 is how many minutes somebody needs to spend with you on average. This is called time on brand. How much time on brand do they need with you to perceive you to be an expert authority? This is when they start to know you, when they start to like you, when they start to trust you. Now, this can happen a few different ways. If somebody sees you speak on stage for an hour or for 45 minutes, okay, now you're an expert authority. You've passed that 37 minutes. If somebody watches, 10 of your TikTok videos, they might not be there yet if those videos are only a minute long. You've got to get somebody to consume 37 minutes of your content. And once you break through that 37 minutes of content, that is when you get perceived as an expert authority. Now, the only way you can do that is by creating content that helps your ideal clients solve problems that they have. Because what happens is, and this happens all the time, once you help somebody solve a small problem, first of all, they're going to believe that you can solve the bigger problem, and that's what they're going to hire you for. But when you help them solve the small problem, and then you help them solve the next small problem, and then you help them solve the next small problem, and you help them solve the next small problem, then what's going to happen is they're going to start binging your content. And when you do this 3 or 4 times, and you've got several videos that are, on YouTube that are maybe 5 minutes long, 7 minutes long, 10 minutes long, you hit that 37 mark very, very quickly, right? So 37 minutes is how long it takes you to become an expert authority. And this is significant because the expert authorities get paid more than generalists, they get paid more than specialists, they get paid more than certified specialists. You can make more money by creating a video every day than you can by figuring out how to become a board certified trial attorney. Now, I'm not saying, and it's probably easier to create videos every day. Well, actually not probably, I know it's easier than it is to become a board certified trial attorney. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't get good at your craft. You should absolutely get good at your craft. I'm just making the point here, right? So how do we create content? How do we provide value? Well, here's the cool thing is that we've got this guy right here, an iPhone. It's the easiest way that you can create content on a regular basis. It's in our pocket. It's absolutely amazing, right? So if you're not sure what to talk about, all you do is go to Google and search your keyword. So go to Google and search DUI or search divorce or search car accident or search whatever your main, like a keyword that's related to your practice areas. Scroll down, you're going to see a section that says people also ask. Inside of there are a million questions that people are actually typing into Google. Pick one, answer it on video. That's all you have to do, right? So that's one way you can do it. Another thing you can do is start looking at other legal influencers. And there's lots of them out there. There's guys like Legal Eagle. If you go to go to YouTube, search Legal Eagle. You'll see his content. You'll see the type of content he does. You'll see how he does his content. Create videos that are similar to that, right? Like look at other people. There's people like, Ali Awad. Don't follow Ali Awad's philosophical thinking because he's kind of gotten himself in trouble with some of his views. But look at how he creates content. He creates content to a very wide group of audience. Look at guys like Law by Mike, guys like that create content that people watch. Now, here's another cool thing. This is one of my favorite things to do now. Go to TikTok, and at the top of TikTok, you can click search. There's a search bar on TikTok. Type in your keyword just like you would in Google. So divorce or, child custody or DUI or assault and battery or car accident or motorcycle accident or, whatever, probate, right? And what it's going to do is, first of all, it's going to give you a ton of suggestions for keywords and things that you can create videos on. But then click on one of those, and then at the top, click where it says video. Then you can scroll down and you can see how many videos on that subject were created. You can see the ones that had the most likes, the most views, all that type of stuff, and then just replicate those videos. Like, that's one of the easiest ways to do that. And here's the thing. If you do this every day for a year, I promise you, I guarantee you 100% your life will never be the same. You will ascend to that expert authority, probably borderline celebrity level, just because of the fact that you have created so much content, you have helped so many people, that people will start looking at you as that expert authority. And I talk to lawyers, and I talk to lawyers all the time that do this, and this is what happens, right? I'm not just hypothesizing here. This is actually what happens when lawyers do this. So that's one way that you do that. And when you do that, you're going to make a lot more money. Now, here's another way to make a lot of money. Raise your fees. Or if you're a personal injury attorney, attract better cases. A lot of times people don't realize that sometimes it's called Occam's razor. The simplest solution is often the correct solution, right? So a lot of times people don't realize is that if we just use the simplest solution, it's the easiest thing to do. So the easiest thing to do to make more money is just raise your fees, right? Just raise your fees. That's all you have to do. Now, maybe you're not sure how to raise your fees. Maybe you don't believe that people will pay you higher fees. Well, I have got you covered. If you want to, basically make more money, 2 ways to do it. First way is understand that you get paid more for who you are than what you do. And then the second thing is charge more. And by the way, personal injury attorneys, like I said, attract better clients. So for example, the average car accident settlement nationwide is $30,000. The average motorcycle accident settlement is $80,000. So maybe we should attract motorcycle clients. We have a client who he handles traumatic brain injury cases. His average traumatic brain injury case settles for $400,000, or at least that's the fee that they generate, $400,000. So 10 car accident cases and not make as much as one traumatic brain injury case, right? So it's a matter of how do you attract the right clients, and that's what it's going to be. That's what we're going to cover at the Raise Your Fees Challenge. So thank you guys. I hope you guys got a lot out of this presentation, and I hope to see you at the Raise Your Fees Challenge, which is happening November 12th. Click the link in the comments, and I will see you there.